All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, here's Fournette. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
His first carry, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Come on now.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just stuck out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. No gain on the play there. Second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Carr to throw on second down. Jumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This is fielded inside the 5. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. On second down, here's Newton. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way, they've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Goes underneath for Bell. Bell a first down and then some. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here we go.
To throw on second down is Newton. Wiggles free. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Out of the gun, Newton. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage.
And look at this, it's a fake. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
6-18.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Carr. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
All right, get set, fellas.
On 3rd and 2, Carr. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And his throw is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw is Newton. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Newton now to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Carr now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Shotgun now for Carr. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he he's stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Calais Campbell on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He may try and run for this. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Bell sheds him off. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now Newton on 1st down. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Newton on 1st down. Flushed out right. Incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Back to throw, Newton. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off near the 40. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Lawrence Guy busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Houston. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He's going to field this at the 4. Back now in Indianapolis. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. A great Monday night to wrap up the weekend football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as...
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This is Bell on the dump off. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Solomon Thomas, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long, it's Newton. Steps away to his can fight it. He lost the football. It's out. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First target, first catch, and a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Naeem Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflate.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Derek Barnett in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Newton. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, it's Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I get express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely have.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost at fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking to up in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back to throw. Carr. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Carr to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And the Texans are going to win the football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.